And convinced. Now let's convince the other one, the other party.
A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves Guild has come.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that sounded like a dragon. Right, let's see. Palace of Kings in Windhelm. Right, let's see this. See if I can convince Ulfric now.
Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine Dufont up in Raldbachar. Oh yeah, word about that got around. Man was a piece of bandit trash, is what I hear.
Right. Right then. The Palace of Kings.
Ulfric won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained.
If he's not with us,
I miss.
he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
My goodness.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Alright, Ulfric.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always
I don't
filled
like
my
that
heart
tone.
with excitement.
Yeah, I mean, you're very good, very honorable if you're a Nord, but if you're anyone else, then you'll be a slave. I don't like that. That's why I oppose against you. Although your intentions are quite righteous for the Nords. But everyone else, well, you're willing to destroy an entire race, if you so desire, Ulfric.
I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. What does bring you to me? Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude, and on that day the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will fall to its knees in fear.
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
The Empire thinks it holds Valkyrie from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades. I killed Torg to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was true. He didn't, but that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torg. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We're wrested from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. We should take Yarmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital. Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift. It's dangerous having Imperials skulking about on the southern border of Ysgramor. My father, the Great Bear of Ysgramor, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison, such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, or war. The throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor.
I'm having mixed.
Tullius has camps in the
I don't know which side I should choose now.
Of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim silver makes them fierce. But rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Alright. It's done. Both parties will attend. Good news. Very good news.
I remember Cutpurse.
Alright, so this has been a while. I've been playing for a while, and here's the deal. Once I return, I'll be making a pause now. Once I return, we will attend to the peace treaty. Until then, have an awesome day. Scorbus is out. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying this entire walkthrough. See you guys soon.